Oh yeah. It's time again for World of Horror, everybody. So there's some additional updates here to the Vinesauce stuff. And I think it should just show up. I'm not really sure how to make sure we see that stuff. But let me just double check something. So, Galdap Jr. in chat. One of the main creators of World of Sauce made an updated version of the mod. It fixes some issues and adds 2 short, sweet custom mysteries. So, I don't know if they're going to be available. How do we get those mysteries is the question. Maybe we customize. When you select the mystery, there will be extra options. I might need a little help here. I'm sorry, chat. I don't know. Hang on, before we do this. Skilled Butcher. Are you running the public beta version? That's the only one that supports mods. I mean, that seems to be a mod, right? I'm 39. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm 39. What's up? We'll do that. Scenario mode. Endless mode. Classic mode? I don't know if the dev is actually in chat. I might be selecting stuff that's not going to be the stuff I want to do. You want classic. Well, we got classic. I remember last time there were some things here. Some gods that we didn't have unlocked previously. Can't run from combat. Casting spells cost to reason. Increases doom instead. Oh, okay, right. Each mystery, a new status will start to weigh you down. Well, a lot of these are unlockable. Resting increases doom. Follow commands or suffer its wrath. We'll get there. Both your damage and your enemies is increased. I don't know, man. There's some scary ones here. Completing a mystery triggers an additional Old God Stir status. Did I do this one? Herald of the Shattered Court? Oh, let's do it. It is my pleasure to invite everyone to the most magnificent ball of your lives. And the last one. The city is changing so fast you can barely recognize it anymore. Choose up to 2 additional actions per location for this playthrough. I'm gonna shop for items. you did this one. Well, I mean, it'll be different each time. The mysteries will be different. But I don't know how to get the specific mysteries. I probably should have asked. Oh, Galdap, you're in chat. Okay. When you select a mystery, there will be extra options. Got it. Thank you. Great. That's all I needed to know. Apartment, village, forest, illegal den, billiard club owned by gangsters is the only place to buy illegal goods. Well, we got the occult shop. We got regular shop. I think we're good. Alright, so... One funds. There we go. Let's stick with that. Classic. Alright, Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there is something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware! Your decisions will haunt you and influence your yet unsolved mysteries. Alright. Crusty caricature of a charismatic creature. Okay, all right, Dev. Which one? Which one? Sinister scoop of the sunlit shuttle. Depressing drama of a death diary. Crusty caricature of a charismatic creature. Paranormal phone calls of a prepubescent pupils. The back of the jacket says Kapusi. Oh my god. Cacophonic chirping of the creepy cicadas. Bitter breviary of a beautiful bloom. Languishing log of a leeching loom. Oh my god, these names. So we discovered the endings to some of these, but I'm trying to figure out which one are new. I think the crusty one, that doesn't sound like a built-in one. Crusty caricature is one of the ones. Okay. Of course! Bright lights in the sky, missing vehicles, and now strange broadcast late at night. The alien appearance of the host and its obsession with cars may tie this all together. The show played again last night. An alien-looking man yapping at a desk instead of the usual broadcasts. Did anyone catch it? You should ask around. Mr. 000, your neighbor, is a horror manga artist. He's struggling to come up with a satisfying ending for his newest story. Junji. What's that picture? You catch a glimpse of the painted thing. Suddenly, you feel very weak and excuse yourself to leave. Something truly evil has you in its grasp. Wait, is the playthrough already screwed? Never picked the picture. I don't remember, chat. I play this game once a year. No, not necessarily. You have some time. Okay, we'll just continue. One of your neighbors was out late last night and saw it. It was playing at the electronics store. He saw the store manager inside fiddling with the TV's antenna. A group of students are practicing a cheerleading routine. Weird, you don't recognize the coach. Is he new? Thinking nothing else of it, you continue on your way until you overhear something disturbing. Keep practicing. The routine must be perfect Our balls. Hosts. -1 reason, -1 stamina. The store manager says he's seen the show appear 3 times, each time the signal coming through stronger than the last. The signal seems like it's stronger late at night. Can last hours. Maybe I should buy something? Crowbar. Damage, speed. This is a strength item. I could use a dex item. Strength. 2 strength items. I think your run is instantly fucked. You have something truly evil on the top left. Alright. I'm gonna get a crowbar. A woman jumps out of her apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She was taking a shower when suddenly the shower head started spraying blood. A trail of blood leads into the dark apartment. Check the bathroom. Knowledge check, success. You don't enter the bathroom. Instead, you go straight into the building's boiler room. One pipe coming from the ground looks like it was welded to the central system recently. Where does it lead? You stay up late to catch the show live, and you recognize the guests. He owns a car dealership near the docks. You should pay him a visit. The ocean is hungry. You're stopped by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. It wants me, but I'm afraid I'm too much of a coward to do it myself. Can you help? It's charisma check. After a long conversation, they hand you a knife and thank you. So we got this ritual dagger. This is magic, knowledge. Pretty good. Small chance of recovering reason after defeating an enemy. My knowledge is unfortunately kind of low. But recovering reason is nice. You greet the owner. He seems tired. When you ask him what happened last night, he goes pale. I was driving downtown. I remember a bright light, and then it kept asking me about my cars. How peculiar. Dr. Koshiba muses while examining your molars with a mirror. Is this some sort of listening device? He taps your tooth and you can clearly hear electrical interference. I think your tooth is bugged. Who did that filling again, you said? Dr. Kanzaki? So that's how the cult was always one step ahead. Suddenly it all starts making sense. Track it. Perception check, failure. Whoever is listening in can't be far away. You run outside. Where are they hiding? You look around. Half-empty street suddenly feeling crowded. Buildings and cars pushing against you. Suddenly a car just behind you pulls off with a squeal of tires. It's gone before you manage to react. Plus 1% doom. Once again, you walk around downtown. You come across a salaryman reporting a stolen car to a police officer. I left it in the garage. It was brand new. It's a long shot, but it's worth investigating. The officer investigating the theft has an uncanny appearance. Takes an interest in a puddle of strange, odorous substance where the car once was. Both the officer and the salaryman seem to be talking to themselves more than the other. Talk to the officer. Charisma check failure. Dude, got 8 charisma. Listen here, kid. You're in over your head. Go home and let me handle this. Scram. The officer shoves you away from the scene. That night, you sit down and turn on the TV, and there he is. He's not at his usual set, though. He's showing off his new car. You can see a village in the background. Walking through the village, you're suddenly pulled behind a building. 2 menacing-looking masked figures block your escape. Do you serve the old ones? Yes. We knew it! The prophecies were true. The masked figures relax a bit, taking off their masks. We apologize for this, Master. +2 allies, +7% doom. Oh, fuck, man. Down outside the village, you find that same disgusting substance next to the tire tracks. The tracks lead into the forest. +1 weapon damage. There's a park ranger. And Ghost Hunter. +1 damage against ghost enemies. Huh. I guess that's kind of good. After following the tire tracks, you find a mysterious alien craft. The craft sits there, a coiled metallic shape sitting at the edge of a scorched clearing. Enter coiled ship. After scaling the steps into the craft, you blink and find yourself on the stage you've seen so many times before. The creature speaks. Do you like cars? Alien talk show host. The damage is +1 doom. 50 HP. I do some decent damage, but it's looking kind of rough. The background is amazing. I love the Leno fetal. It's Lenosity from that game. That's incredible. Oh my god. Most of that missed. Use your allies to attack. How? The little people button. Order your allies to attack. I don't know if that's the best. They kind of suck. That's kind of the best sequence I have right now. I'll get him. He's finally fucking dead, chat. As soon as the battle ends, you are interrupted by the uncanny police officer from before. The officer thanks you for your help and says he will take it from here. He leaves you... As he leaves, you hear him asking the creature what it knows of a man named Gemini Felon. Oh my god, Jimmy Fallon. The next day, you return to the clearing and find no trace of the ship. However, there are no more reports of alien abductions, and that weird channel has disappeared. People, cars, and burgers are safe tonight. +30 experience, -3% doom, +1 reason, stamina. The officer might have been cloning. People are stocking up on everything, making it harder for what you want to find. Weird epidemic at the staff keeps the hospital busy. Skipping the line will cost you more. Got a key in the inbox. Some of our readers report a strange tall man dressed in white taking the metro after dark, apparently stalking lone passengers. Please take care and avoid traveling alone. We can do an experience boost. Custom mysteries. What was the other one that you made? Is there a chance it just doesn't show up? The officer was cloning, confirmed. You're gonna want to check for rueful ruminations of a rotten rebirth. I really want to see that, but unfortunately it doesn't look like it's here. Is there no way to, I think it didn't show up because you have a lot of modded mysteries this run. Are these from chat members? Well, some of these might be new, but yeah, sorry, man. I really want to check out that mystery. Maybe there's still a way to do it later. But, I'm trying to figure out which one of these might be fun to do that's also maybe new. Okay, story about bus passengers seemingly vanishing randomly. Neighbor's tongue starts growing longer. Can't you re-roll? I don't think you can, no. Local high schoolers are dying of heart attacks, but what's the cause? People with allergies begin to abruptly disappear from the city. Cicadas start inhabiting human-like behavior, taking train rides, visiting shops, even carrying small items on their back. But how is this possible? Let's do the weird tongue one. That's strange. Trepidatious topic of a teenager's tongue. At the beginning, you can reroll. After you start your first mystery, you can't reroll. Oh. Daigo, one of your younger neighbors, has not been seen for the past few days. People started circulating rumors that he became gravely ill. His mother refuses to speak with anyone about him, only adding to the weirdness of the whole situation. You decided to check on the poor guy, or at least find out from his mother what's happening to him. After all, how bad could it be? You reach the top floor where Daigo and his mother share a small apartment. Daigo's mother opens the door when you ring the bell and smiles sadly. It's you. Well, if you really want to know, come in and see it for yourself. You won't believe me otherwise. When you enter the living room, you freeze. Daigo is sitting by the sofa, on the sofa staring at you. You see his tongue is unnaturally long, almost reaching to his knees. You ask Daigo's mother how it happened. We have no idea. A week ago, he woke up complaining about a headache. Since then, it slowly grew bit by bit every day. It's 1 meter long already. I need to grab some groceries and visit the hospital to ask the doctors if they can help Daigo. Can you stay with him for a while? You agree. Daigo has trouble talking and eating because of his tongue. His mother returns after a few hours. She says that the doctors at the hospital have never heard of a case like this. Plus 3% doom. God damn it. kind of high doom for mystery number 2. Would you go to the school and ask his teachers what material he's missed so far? You catch a glimpse of an art class. One disturbing painting draws your attention. Take a peek, horrified. You gasp in pure horror. The twisted faces, impossible angles, and enormous monoliths make you sick. I don't know, it sounds fun. The teachers were sympathetic. You decided against telling them about the tongue. And gave you a list of things Daigo has to catch up with. It's time to return to the poor guy. Hopefully, he's feeling slightly better. When you return to Daigo's apartment, his mother is thankful for the help. You notice she has a ruler in her hand. What are you doing, miss? Daigo's mother smiles sadly and turns to face her son. I've decided to measure his tongue every day. And I just took another measurement. It grew another 60 centimeters since this morning. It's growing faster. The next day, you start to wonder, how does one's tongue start randomly growing in length? There must be some sort of underlying medical condition for this, right? Daigo's mother has already consulted the doctors, but you wonder if they've missed something. You ought to ask them yourself. Someone has been branding the patients with occult symbols, branded like cattle. Are they preparing a feast for their eldritch masters? Plus 4% doom, goddammit. Doctors shrug and are confused about Daigo's condition, but promise to find some solution for it. Sure that they've told Daigo's mother the same thing, you already make your way back home. Or you slowly make your way back home. You enter Daigo's apartment, check on him, only to see his mother standing in front of him. You gasp when you notice a meat cleaver in her hand. Ask her to rethink this and try to calm her down. Calm down? How could I ever be calm about this? She drops the cleaver and hides her face in her hand, sobbing. You grab the cleaver to keep it away from her. It grew even longer. It's now 2.5 meters long. This is terrible. He's a monster. A monster! Daigo's mother runs out of the apartment, crying. Cleaver is strength, but does extra damage against humans and monsters. So it's not bad. She can't abandon him like that. You ask Daigo for some patience as you go fetch his mother back. No longer able to speak, all he can do is gurgle and nod his head. You take one wrong You take one wrong turn in the city and end up in an unknown dark alley. In an instant, a mob of angry Italian men surround you. They seem very agitated and fiercely chatter among themselves in Italian. Finally, one of them pulls out a piece of paper and asks, "What's this?" Well, it's not gnocchi, I know that, and it's not penne, it's farfalle. They start to clap. Va bene, bellissimo! Take this! One of them say and offer you a bottle. Just as you're about to thank them, they disappear without a trace. +3 reason, and then flip this card. You find Daigo's mother and she agrees to return. When you two return to the apartment, she suddenly screams and falls backward in terror. You summon them by mispronouncing... How do you say it? Daigo? 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 Daigo. Oh, it's Daigo. I'm gonna shop, by the way. +2 experience for each investigated location. I think that would be nice. I can't afford it, but I could sell. The knife is Dex, yeah. I have to make a decision. You know, I'm just gonna get the compass. It's really good. You run inside and find Daigo sitting on the floor. You gasp in horror when you realize that his own tongue is wrapped around his neck and is choking him. Also, before we do that, I'm gonna level up. I'm gonna level my knowledge, because I'm using the knowledge knife. Art knowledge. +1 perception. +1 knowledge. And charisma. You know what? Yeah, we'll do double knowledge. I'm smart now. Let's help him. You rush to help him, grabbing onto his slick, slippery tongue. Only then you notice something at the very tip of it. Is that a mouth? The mysterious tongue lashes out at you, quickly unwrapping itself from Daigo's neck. The monstrous tongue wraps around your neck. It starts to choke you. Oh, that's fucked up. -4 stamina. Ow. I need to get 2 hits. Got it. Choking and gagging, Daigo leans forward and vomits the strange creature out, along with copious amounts of blackish blood. As for the eldritch tongue itself, its spasms come to a stop in a large puddle of dark liquid. Your neighbor gasps for air. Your neighbor gasps for air as his mother helps him back onto his feet and moves him to the nearby sofa. Much to the relief of you two, Daigo already looks much healthier and even regained his ability to speak. Thank you for everything, he gasps, wiping his forehead with a tissue, slowly calming down. That's when you notice that his mother, her eyes fixed on the dead alien tongue, has grabbed a ruler. You ask her what she's doing. I just want to know, Daigo's mother says with a trembling voice. She kneels in front of the creature's slick corpse, takes the final measurement. It was 4 meters long. Daigo's mother has the remains of the alien creature destroyed at the crematorium run by one of her relatives. Daigo soon gets better and returns to school. But since that terrible day, you're continuously conscious of your tongue. You can't find a place for it in your mouth. It feels like it doesn't belong there. Yep. So we got ending A. I wonder what the other endings are. The shadow of the old lighthouse. It's getting longer each day. Lighthouse gets 1 additional floor. The whole town stopped receiving any outside signal. Must be the radio mast failure. We might need a little stamina this time. I could kind of go without the stamina, but you know what? Let's do it. The Tsar Bruit of the Blood-Curdling Botanist. That one I think we have to do. That one's vanilla. Yeah. Sinister Scoop of the Sunlit Shuttle. You know what? This one seems fun. Yet another case of missing persons in Shiokawa hits the front page of the local newspaper, catching your eye. I don't even remember downloading all these, by the way. Like, honestly, I don't know where these things came from. Because I thought they were just the Vinesauce mods. But, yeah, it kind of looks like there's other, like, actual effort, like, to, you know, keep the original tone. Anyway, the one common denominator, all the missing individuals were last seen boarding the city bus only to never reach their destinations. The authorities refused to comment on the situation, claiming a lack of evidence, but wild explanations are swirling through your head. Serial killer, Yakuza feuds, aliens? Determined to get to the bottom of the story, you begin your investigation. Catching random buses, hoping to stumble upon a solution, seems like a fool's errand. You calm yourself and study the article, looking for more details surrounding the disappearances. Walking out of your apartment, you notice a strange pot right outside your neighbor's door. What could be inside of it? Dexterity check failure. You reach into the pot and feel something cold at the bottom. Money? You take your hand out to check and end up cutting yourself. There are over a dozen arrows in the pot. Chat, you may use the emote now. +1 funds, -1 stamina. The latest article glosses over the specifics, but references previous incidents. It might be worthwhile to establish the scale and general timeline of incidents. The local library should keep all issues of the local newspapers in its archive, allowing you to compile a base of all known cases. Hopefully that will open new leads. I sent these mysteries last year. One of them had really buggy music. I think next time I play this game, maybe it won't be Halloween. Maybe it'll be sometime sooner. But if it is Halloween next year, I think I might just need a little help getting all this stuff sorted out. Like, I want to focus on vanilla and maybe the Vinesauce stuff. But we'll see. To clarify, I don't... Haspin is a popular World of Horror modder I know. Okay. Gotcha. Wait. Why is it suddenly so dark outside? You stand by the window to take a look. Black smog emerges from the courtyard, coating everything in an oily vapor. Observe. Perception check. Failure. God damn it, that was perception. Of course it is. It crashes through the window, sending shards of glass everywhere. -2 stamina. Your search reveals that the first reported case occurred nearly a month ago. Since then, several more have followed, catapulting the story to the front pages. All the articles, sensational, yet scant on detail, leave you with more questions than answers. Perhaps the local newspaper that first broke the story will provide more tangible information. Walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone in the playground. When you ask what's wrong, she says that she can't find her mommy. Luckily, you spot the girl's address on a backpack lying nearby. Take her home. You offer to take her home. When you get there, the terrified mother slams the door in your face. From behind the door, she starts screaming to get the girl away. The little girl calmly tells you that she can take it from here. +10 experience, -2 stamina. Oh, God. You arrive at the office of Shiokawa Kismis Chronicles, a local tabloid that has been covering the story. You manage to arrange a meeting with the journalists, hoping that they might reveal facts omitted from their published story. The journalist, Hina Arakita, is impatient. Look, I agreed to meet you, because I thought you knew something, not to answer your questions. I can't just be giving up my sources to anyone who walks in here from the street. Offer another story from your folklore studies. Arakita keeps nodding her head as she takes the notes. Fascinating. I never suspected such things could be. Our readers will love it. She agrees to share with you her notes about vanishing passengers in exchange for rights to publish her tale. These notes include all details of the mysterious disappearances, including names, dates, and Arakita's own thoughts on the matter. Lucky. Promising to share any future discoveries, you leave the newspaper office with more details and insights regarding the missing cases. Equipped with this new data, you decide to hit the library again and process everything you've learned so far. You sit down in the library, hoping to make heads and tails of all the information collected so far. Ignoring weird looks from other library visitors, you empty your bag and set up all the documents and notes in front of you on the desk. Good thing there's a coffee machine here. Look for common patterns. Perception check failure. Fuck. After hours of sifting through timetables and cross-referencing maps, with the few confirmed cases, a pattern begins to slowly emerge. While the alleged victims seem to have no direct link to one another, the various buses and stops involved seem to all share certain common characteristics. It appears that all the disappearances occurred on the long daily routes, westbound or eastbound of Shiakawa, on sunny days exclusively. Having settled onto the next likely affected route and schedule, you prepare to embark on the journey yourself. As you glance around, you notice that more and more people are wearing strange masks, unlike anything you've seen before. As you turn to your friends for reassurance, you notice that some also wear these eerie masks. Their voices sound muffled and distorted, and you can't shake off the feeling that they're not quite themselves. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. You realize something is terribly wrong. This can't be healthy. Are they hiding something? You can't help but wonder what lies behind the masks that conceal their faces, the people around you. Are these even the people they claim to be? Or are they just masquerading as something they're not, hiding their true identities behind the masks that they wear? -2 reason. At an early stop of a bus route that matches the pattern, the scene is nearly deserted. Only a few passengers, silhouettes against the sunlight, stand waiting, lost in their own routines. You wait for the next bus to arrive. You board the bus, taking an empty seat. At first, you keep your guard, but as stop by stop, the route goes through familiar streets without incident, you relax. With the engine's rhythmic hum and warm evening sun on your face, you can't help but slowly drift away. Fall asleep. Putting all the horrors out of your mind for a moment, you quickly find yourself falling asleep. +1 stamina. You jolt awake from a dreamless nap, disoriented and uncertain where you are or how much time has passed. In a brief moment of panic, you look out the window to see the streets swiftly passing by. The sun is still shining, even brighter than before, but for some reason, its harsh glare no longer feels warm on your skin. You can't quite recognize Shiakawa. Strange buildings cast long, dark shadows on the desolate streets. A chill runs down your spine as you turn your gaze away from the window. The once familiar city, now feeling alien and foreboding. It seems the other passengers are gone. You're all alone. As you ponder your options, you suddenly feel a hand on your shoulder. A figure in a familiar uniform of ticket inspector stands looming beside you, cold sun rays obscuring most of his face, except the silhouette. I'm gonna level up before we continue. Faster combat actions for each ally you have. That is like... I gotta get that. Definitely. I might get perception just because it's like... my perception sucks. Show me your ticket. Dexterity check success. You rummage through your bag, feeling the scrutinous gaze from beneath the shadow of his cap. For a brief moment, you can't find the bus pass, but you quickly locate it tucked between some newspaper pages. Relieved, you pass it to him. When you offer him the bus pass, he doesn't react at first, as if uncertain what to do. Then, after a brief pause, he snatches it from your hand and inspects it closely. Ask him about the disappearances. As you shield your eyes from the blinding sun, you begin to formulate a question, trying to discern the conductor's features. When your eyes adjust to the light and pierce the shadow of his cap, you finally see its face. You jump to your feet in terror. Under the cold light, the conductor's face warps and contorts grotesquely, a mocking mimicry of a human form. You missed your stop. -2 reason. We're gonna take some damage. This fucking knowledge knife. Is there a charisma knife, maybe? I got him. The bus suddenly stops, grabbing the hand. That's really nice art, by the way. I really like that. Grabbing the handrail, you push yourself away from the creature and bolt towards the door in terror. It opens with a buzzing, the buzzing of servos just as you reach it. You leap out onto the street, almost tumbling onto the flagstone. As the door closes and the bus departs, you sit shakily on a nearby bench, trying to calm your racing heart. The distorted streets and the inhuman visage linger in your mind. Now distant and fleeting with a broken dream. Was the version of Shirakawa you saw just a construct of an exhausting mind, grasping at non-existing patterns, or something far more sinister? Enclosed in familiar routines of surroundings, you travel through life experiencing a limited scope of existence. What happens beyond? Perhaps, just at the periphery with no consciousness to accommodate, the fabric of reality starts to unravel, shedding its refined form. Should you ever find yourself there, it would be wise not to look too closely. It might be hard to stay immersed once the illusion is shattered. One thing's for certain. For the time being, you decide that walking might be better for your health. It was pretty cool. It's well done. The weird one. The friendly dog disappeared last night. Oh man. Roads leading out of town were closed by the police. You'll have to find a new way out. I'm gonna go for stamina. Alright. This one seems... I have to do this one no matter what. This is vanilla, I believe, so let's just do it. Bizarre Bruit of the Blood-Curdling Botanist. Your neighbor asked you to help. Her husband, Shiro-san, has gone missing. She's worried it might be connected with the new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. Where is he? Why would he need so much fertilizer? It's weird that the side quests are only for vanilla. If you go to the school, you can recruit more allies. I have to go there anyway. You've got the business card of a gardening company where the missing man was working. Maybe some of the colleagues could tell you something useful. Observe. Kohaku. Kohaku has joined. How many people can you have? Mishi and Taru. There's something off about them. Hachi. Okay. Well, we got 3. Let's investigate the school. Check the stats. They can be negative. Student F. +1 perception. That's good. The trumpets of Shiokawa. Surely you can't be the only one who can hear the haunting melody. It can be felt resonating from within everything you touch. The quartz ball is coming, and you're not ready yet. Fight this feeling. Resisting will only make the herald work harder. -1% doom, +1 injury. Fuck. Is that the injury, or is that a curse, or wait, what? Is that the injury? Innsmasu look? Innsmouth? Oh my god, Innsmouth. Innsmasu. Chance of a negative effect with each seaside investigation. It's a curse, much worse. I can't get rid of that easily, can I? Fuck. Oh, I got gills now. Fucking hell, man. It took me an hour to realize that Sutaru berry is strawberry. We've seen this one a moment ago. A new yet undefined species of cordyceps fungus has been observed to infect rats, taking over their body. Could have the same effect with other mammals? How do I get rid of this curse? Is there no way? Maybe the occult shop? Does open up a special ending in a quest. Oh. Interesting. Vinny? An abnormally large rat stands in your path and refuses to move. When you try to shoo it away, it sprouts freakish tendrils. Tendril rat. Oh, that's awesome. -2 to all. I don't like that at all. I hate that. Lump of flesh. +5 stamina, but adds a new status. Oh boy! Shiro-san has always been a weirdo, but he's good at what he does. Last month he ordered a pack of experimental fungicide from Tokyo. I think I've seen the dispatch order with an address somewhere, the old man says. Help me move this dirt and I'll look for it. The investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. +4% doom. While the dispatch order is stained with a foul-smelling liquid, you think you can make out the address, at least parts of it. The house is somewhere in the nearby forest. Following a weird light, you enter an abandoned village building. The whole room is illuminated by countless paper lanterns in many colors. One lantern, however, begins to get closer. Human lantern! Oh shit, it's a ghost enemy. I don't know what to do. Sick your ghost hunter friend. I do have a ghost hunter ally, but I don't know how to make that happen. Sever their ties to our world. Oh, okay. Man. It's looking, it's rough. It's not looking good, chat. We're gonna take a lot of damage. Yeah. That sucked. It's dark. You don't remember the trees growing so close to each other. I'm gonna, drink the wine. I don't know if I want to eat that lump. I might have to. I got Insmasu look again! And a hangover. From the wine. It's dark, you don't remember the trees. Okay, so I guess we just have to get lucky. Drooping tree branches hang over the path, framing it in an almost macabre way. It's almost inspiring. Get lost in thoughts. Ah, fuck! It's a charisma check. I had a lot of charisma, though. You get completely lost in your thoughts and fall into a hole that was clumsily covered with branches and leaves. Who set up this trap, and for whom? The trees overhead block the sunlight. You begin to feel gloomy. -2 to reason. Dude, I got -3 to reason from that. A shape shimmers beneath the surface with splashy sound. Something emerges from the murky depths. Leech Girl. The allies do 6 damage. It's not really worth it. I think I need to just continue. You can run. What happens if you run? Do you get doom? You get doom. I might be able to do this without taking any damage, chat. It's possible. Never mind. Alright, we got a new level. Sharp type weapons get extra 1 damage. The ritual dagger counts as sharp, right? Recover reason. It's magic. The fuck? The cleaver still? I do have the cleaver, yeah. But my strength is rancid. Chance to hit 65. Deals extra damage against human and monsters. It might be best to... You know what? I'm gonna try the meat cleaver for a bit. While walking on one of the trails, you notice an abandoned car. Overgrown by a multitude of mushrooms and disgusting growths you've never seen before. Inspect. Luck check failure. As you get inside or close to the driver's window to peek, inside a pod bursts, releasing a cloud of spores in your face. You quickly retreat, but you start feeling sick to your stomach. -2 stamina. I'm having really bad luck right now. You knew that would be a foggy night, but you didn't expect it to actually become that foggy and actually get lost in the process. Maybe you should wait here instead of walking in circles. You feel watched, though, so maybe that isn't the best option. Compass. Thinking that the compass could help you avoid running in circles, you take it from your pocket, keep following the direction you need to follow to reach your destination. Although you don't get where you wanted to find a road to follow. Reaching your destination faster than expected. Okay. As you walk through the forest, you stumble upon a field of weird mushrooms that you've never seen before. Every one of them has a face in an unnatural green color. Strength check failure. Despite your common sense, you take a bite from one of the mushrooms. Suddenly, you feel like your head is spinning and you fall, losing consciousness. When you wake up, your head feels light and your mind feels clear. +1 reason. I mean, that's fine. Overgrown mansion. Finally, after what felt like hours of following the dirt road, you find the old mansion. It's completely overgrown with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion, there's the gardening company minivan filled with boxes. Slowly, you enter the building with caution. You stand in the middle of the room, and suddenly the floor gives away. You fall down to the basement. Falling through the hole in the floor, you find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies a man you recognize. It's Shiro-san, the missing gardener. You have to help him escape this place. What is minus... It could be either. Stop and take a closer look at his injuries. Just lead, don't shield. Alright, let's lead. The plants are injuring him. Fuck. It's not looking good. Sorry, Shiro-san. Vines whip you, covering your exposed skin in deep lacerations. You cry in pain, dropping the body of Shiro-san. There's no way you'll be able to save him. With a heavy heart, you run, leaving the man you were supposed to protect behind. Well, I got experience. Minus 3% doom. I got 1 reason, 1 stamina. Did the water level suddenly increase, or is our city slowly sinking? Time skip. Well, that's a shame. Poor Shiro-san. I got some of my stamina back, at least. Alright. Languishing log of it. Let's see what these are, actually. Log. Another has-been one. What is the one that is here? Horrible history of the household hell. I guess we could do, the log. No. Bloom. Allergies. Bitter Breviary of a Beautiful Bloom by Haspin. Rice and Elf collaborator. Achoo! You glance at the salaryman passing by you as he adjusts his face mask. That's yet another person suffering from the seasonal allergies that you've seen today. It wouldn't bother you if not for the fact that people with allergies have started abruptly and randomly disappearing from the city. Each day you find a new missing persons poster, or hear a radio report about this guy or that girl disappearing. And the only thing that connects the missing persons is their allergy to pollen. Who or what is behind these strange disappearances? Returning home with the groceries, you wonder if maybe some of your neighbors know any of the missing people. It wouldn't hurt to ask them. While examining the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished picture of a face hidden in the shadow. Something truly evil is getting closer. 2. We're at 2. You have a lead. A member of the local high school track and field team has recently disappeared. She was suffering from allergies and disappeared during a jog at the outskirts of the city. Maybe her friends know something else about her disappearance? He's never gotten something truly evil before, I don't think. No, I've never seen it. Corridor is flooded by a black sludge that's slowly oozing from underneath the door of the chemistry classroom. A damp, moldy stench grows as you get closer. How are you going to get to the other side? Man, I had an empty bottle. Let's take a detour. You take the stairs up to another floor to avoid the sludge. You learn another thing. You learn about another person's gone missing. A student teacher who moved recently to Shiokawa disappeared after taking the night bus outside the city. He lived in a small house by the sea with his aunt, a retired naturalist, and she apparently disappeared as well the very next day. I still say aunt, personally, but I don't know. Walking down the seaside, you realize that a large cloud of pollen is moving towards you. Observe. Perception check failure. Wide-eyed, you gawk at the cloud for several minutes until you realize that people around you are looking at you funny. Embarrassed, you move on. -1 reason. You return to your apartment only to learn that one of your neighbors has gone missing. You should ask some questions around before you go looking for him around the town. Thanks for the raid, Dez. Appreciate it. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Location's threat level increases. Mr. 000, the missing neighbor, was also suffering from allergies as of late. He was an avid mushroom picker and had a hobby of collecting postal stamps, his family says. Another neighbor mentions that lately they've heard Mr. 000 murmur about something about the main bus station. You stop just outside the bus station. Something is off about this woman. You can see that she isn't drunk, but her movements are very strange and irrational. She's staring off into the distance with a weird smile on her face and is stumbling over her own feet. Are you okay, miss? She's unable to hold the conversation and just mumbles something incoherently. What's wrong with her? Asking around the bus station, you learn that Mr. 000 was seen boarding the bus line that goes through the nearby forest. Then it dawns on you. Everyone whom you have investigated so far has connections with nature and the local forest. Walking through the woods, you discover a sweater. It's torn apart and covered in blood, but where's the owner? Assume the worst. A wild beast must have killed this poor person. You say a quick prayer before continuing. You roam the forest for quite a while. The dreadful silence of it unnerves you. There's no birds singing, no insects buzzing. The air is full of pollen, and what's worse, you've started picking up a faint scent of blood? The fossil of a prehistoric beast breaks out of the loamy dirt animated by the kudzu vine. Kudzu raptor, that's fucking awesome. -2 stamina. Well, I've got a cleaver. That'll do 6, 6, 12, but, It's worth it, I think. Alright, new perk. Quick thinking, +1 dex. Perception, luck. I might increase stamina, by the way. Which sucks, because I want to increase my stuff here, but... art knowledge. Let's do art knowledge and stamina. You enter a very large glade filled with pretty flowers. A few steps later, you freeze, realizing what lies between the flower patches. Dozens of human bodies litter the flower glade. The sight of pretty flowers growing amongst the corpses is rather out of place. The sweet scent of flower nectar mixing with the sweet scent of rotting flesh. Then you hear it, buzzing coming from inside the corpses. You see their abdomens inflate, bulge, and finally pop, spraying the surroundings with gore. Large dragonflies slowly crawl out of the holes, their wings and thoraxes covered in blood. One by one, they take into the air, buzzing aloud, swirling like a cloud in the air. That's when you realize that there's several of them behind you. You've been surrounded by the giant dragonflies, a multitude of eyes all staring at you with curiosity. Just when you think it's over, the dragonflies will make you their first dinner, or even worse, their next host. They fly up and towards the sunset. A minute or so later, the buzzing is too far for you to hear it. You're alone, surrounded by pretty flowers and broken bodies. The pollen must have carried the dragonfly eggs to receptive human hosts, you tell yourself. This is a ridiculous idea, and yet you cannot come up with something more plausible. Even after the disappearances abruptly stop, you cannot shake off the feeling that this is not the last time you've seen those dragonflies around. That's ending A, yeah, apparently. With more students going missing, the police have restricted access to the school's building. The air feels heavy, making it hard to breathe. I think it's Lighthouse time. Go for reason. 11:11. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. You finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you two things. that whoever or whatever is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run away from this place as far and fast as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing these stairs. We don't have anything stored at the moment. We can rest twice, I think. Does that seem... maybe even one more time? Alright, now we can climb. You're stopped by a girl wearing a dirty black school uniform. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go any further, she says, reaching into her bag. It's too late anyway. You instinctively take a step back when you notice a knife in her hand. You have to think fast. You try to talk her into allowing you to pass. It's too late anyway, she whispers, again letting you continue. The delinquent girl nods sadly as you pass her. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by darkness. A thick black cloud is observing your vision, and you can hear something is waiting for you. You don't have a light source. You decide to brave the veil. You finally emerge a while later, safe. You can't, however, explain the blasphemous whispers you heard. -3 reason. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside the central pillar. There's a switch inside. You'll have to risk getting cut by numerous glass shards and knives. Not enough dexterity. Which is crazy, because that's like my second highest stat. You can feel the sharp glass ripping your flesh as you search for the switch. Finally, you grab a cable and follow it with your bleeding fingers until you find the button. With a buzz, the gate opens. Checks are 8. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. Did I just read this, or is this a different one? It's covered in a weird moist goo. Inhaling the fumes makes your eyes itch and water, but to disconnect the gate, you'll need to disconnect the faulty plug. Strength check failure. You're surprised at how much effort it takes to disconnect the faulty plug. As you force it, the weird goo burns your fingers. Finally, you manage to separate the faulty plug, connect the proper cable. With a buzz, the gate opens. Climbing up the winding staircase, you're stopped by a masked man wearing an expensive suit. The rules have changed, kiddo, he says, taking the jacket and mask off. Nothing personal, really. Takashi-san, the ultimate opportunist. Gotcha. Combat is good, at least. Following the winding staircase, you're wait a minute. Someone broke into your apartment. Stole all the clues and newspaper clippings and pinned them here. The more you study them, you discover you can't remember any of them except one. The second mystery... Huh? We didn't do the loom. And botanist wasn't too. I think it's broken. Krusty was first. Botanist was most recent. I never did loom. Correct answer? What the fuck? You ripped the newspaper clipping of a case you seem to remember. Underneath it is a tiny button. What? Gain a mystery meat for completing a mystery. Man. If only. There it is. Did you arrive too late? No. That seemed like it was fucked a couple times, but it wasn't so bad. As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you are relieved and collapse on the floor. The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You've managed to stop the ritual awakening the eldritch old god, but what's done is done. It will stir in its slumber again and again until the stars are right once more. It was fun. So I do want to check out that other mystery, just for fun. I've been streaming for like 5 hours and 15 minutes almost, so I'm getting kind of tired, but I want to, Suddenly blue. It's kind of amazing how just this simple color palette thing can make like a weirdly like big difference. Too bright. Kind of like this one. It's a little dark, but I like it. I just want to check out that one mystery. Sorry, Chad, I have to. I have to. I'm sorry. Selects random backstory, medical history. Solving mysteries reduces more doom, but you get more unique combat encounters. You start the playthrough with more funds, but can't have any human allies. This won't be a full playthrough, I'm sorry. But I just will check out that one mystery. Let's do this one. Both your damage and enemies is increased. Your family was cursed. Everyone around you will die. Wow. Okay, so it was something with R's. There's like a bunch of... I know you can refresh. I don't think we got it here. Rotten Rebirth, yeah. So how do you refresh? Because we didn't get Rotten Rebirth. Reroll mysteries. Oh, there it is. Okay. Still no rot. Is this even re-rolling? I don't see it. Doesn't look like it's re-rolling. Can you disable... It's not re-rolling the modded stuff. Oh, man. Maybe just, like, Here, let me try something. It isn't. Alright, let's go back to the menu. Disable all but the Vinesauce mod. That is something I would like to do. It's a very confusing... It's kind of confusing, chat. Like, how do you even disable stuff? You have to move it out of the folder? English degree. Goblin dance. Kudzu Raptor. That one was really cool. I can move it out of the folder. You have to disable normal game events, just have custom ones. That could happen. Is the Vinesauce mod public? It might be. I don't really know. There is workshop support for this. I just saw Weird Luigi on the workshop. But, I don't think you added my mods I sent from this year. I did, actually, chat member. I just think the modding for this game is really confusing. So, extra content. This might be one of those things where I want to do another stream of this at some point in the near future, and I want to get rid of some of the stuff. And I saw the older versions in your list, unless it bugged out. I mean, it could be. I'm sorry if it did. Please, let me know if there's a way to do this, like, for next time. There's a couple World of Horror things. Let me just Google this one more time. World of Horror. Yeah, it's weird. I downloaded it, I have the files, and yet it didn't work. Dash's mini pack, right? Features some memes and random stuff. Yeah, I definitely threw that in the folder. It's like I said, it's very confusing. Mystery TV, characters, Wendy. I don't know, man. Custom. I see a ton of A and V stuff. I see Duendes. I see Halloween in the folder. Has to go in app data WOH game folder. Oh, that might be why. That is possible. Alright, give me a second. It's like, again, it's super late. I might actually just completely, I might just bounce, honestly, chat. I'm getting, like, really tired. So here's the deal, Chat members that made the Vinesauce stuff, you guys need to, like, consolidate together, please. I know that's a little bit of a weird thing for me to say. I appreciate what you do, but if there's a way to get this all into one pack, that would make my life so much easier, because as is, this is already super confusing. I'm looking for World of Horror right now. I don't even see the damn folder. WOH game? Okay, got that one. Custom. Yeah, maybe it didn't go in the right folder. Replace. Okay, we replaced, so we got that. But then the mysteries, where are those? Oh my god. Shit's just gone. I think I need to delete and start from scratch. The mysteries go into the Steam folder. Why is it so fucking confusing? This is like one of the best games on Steam, and the modding for it is really weird. Has been mysteries. I see those. I don't even know. All right, I'm gonna delete some stuff. And it's like they're good mysteries. The ones I did today, really cool. Like genuinely felt like good World of Horror content. But unfortunately, the stuff I wanted to check out didn't end up really showing up. But I listen, chat. I'm gonna do another run, like a full ass run, maybe in November or December or something. Like, I'm gonna do it. We can check out some more of the stuff. I'll even put back the mysteries that I deleted, just so we can get like a full playthrough. But right now, that's just not gonna happen, unfortunately. Might be able to take a look. Let's see. It's 1:30. If the mystery shows up, I might do it. Okay. Confirm. Rueful ruminations of a rotten rebirth. Mr. D, a beloved yet eccentric local inventor, has gone missing. The police are not concerned, but his wife thinks that something is wrong. All of this is happening on the anniversary of a tragedy. A child and his pet were killed in a car accident involving Mr. D. While Mr. D was never charged, his wife suspects his guilt over the matter has driven him to do something drastic. Yep. Okay, that's a little loud. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna just... I'm gonna use that as a teaser. And instead, I'm not gonna do it, because I'm now on 5.5 hours. I just wanted you to see, that's what it is. Mr. D. Mystery. Next time I play, we will start with that. The past 2 days, I've been reading so much, chat. I need to take a break. Thank you for watching. Alright, listen. Again, if you created the World of Horror stuff, if it's not on the stream, I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna spend a little time trying to figure this out for next time, because I actually do really want to get it. So, it'll be fun. But, chat, happy Halloween. Thank you so much for stopping by for the day early Halloween thing. I won't be here tomorrow evening. I might attempt to pre-record something. I'm not sure yet. And then otherwise, I will be live on Sunday for Sunday stream. There's a number of Halloween things I didn't get to, unfortunately, including like, your typical Mario horror bullshit, but that it could just happen whenever. So yeah, good luck. Have a good Halloween and see you later. Bye. Have you seen this man?